Now, hearing into how the inquiry into the Grenfell Tower fire should be conducted has started in London. Well, since the disaster, there's been a great deal of discussion about improvements to fire safety. But could a simple device fitted to radiators and electrical goods like fridge freezers help prevent fire spreading? Well, chemical engineer Dave Atkinson came up with the idea and he joins us now from Antwerp. Dave, just tell us how it works.
Basically, it's... good evening.
Good evening.
Basically, it's a very simple idea taken from the chemical engineering. On a process plant, we have the vessels, and on the vessels we put a bursting disc, which is a very thin section, so that the disc explodes rather than the vessel. These discs are only a few thousandths of an inch thick. So when I was watching a news item on the BBC about the deaths of the children in Derby, I looked at the radiator on my wall and I realised if I could release that water into the room in case of a fire, there was twice as much water available to suppress the fire. So the first thing I did was go on the net and see if there was any device that could be attached to the radiator. And basically came up with the concept with the help of INEOS up at Grangemouth and Distropol and the materials manufacturers. So what happens is a radiator at the top has an air gap, and that air gap, the device screws into the top of the radiator. When the heat rises in the room to a certain level, the section of the wall opens up just like a bursting disc. And these are very, very standard. We've been living with the standards and codes for this design for many years.
So just briefly then, it uses any kind of natural source of water that's already in the flat?
Yes, because the material itself doesn't have any problem with the water, even if additives are put in there. We've done a lot of chemical analysis. In terms of the fridge freezers, which magazine are highlighting as a prime danger, particularly on white goods with Whirlpool and so forth, fitting to the pipework at the rear of these items, it would provide that barrier.
Dave, thank you very much indeed. Dave Atkinson.